There you go.
Welcome, everyone, to the green room.
Bro.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I never played softball, but it's just my favorite role. Just going to throw it in there like that. So
that this is probably going to sound wrong to people, but I was a catcher.
Hey, I mean, we're not here to judge.
Not at all.
But I think we need to give credit for your dad joke about how you just lobbed it in correlation to dude, that was solid, bro. Respect.
I never played softball.
Yeah, at first I'm like, what the hell? And then I was just like, wait a minute. Okay.
Can we speak about the obvious, not softballs, but baseballs? Have you seen my baseballs?
That's a lot of baseballs.
That is.
Yeah.
So
it's got a lot of balls, folks.
Philly, would you like to come hold some of them?
I'm not really a big sports guy. I mean, if it was like a Raiders football, I'd be like, hell yeah. But I mean, baseball. Okay. Yeah, I'm not. But
so that translates to he's only into very large balls,
right?
And brown with laces,
made out of skin.
You know, hey.
He likes to rub their grooves.
Somebody's got to pay my bills.
Look, JD, someone's got to do it.
None of you all are raising your hand and saying, me next. No, I didn't think so.
So, Mr. Gemini here.
Oh, Philly D. It was my cue to
might as well introduce ourselves and then we can.
Well, the show's not going to do it for us.
Go ahead.
And then we have me, the clickety-clack fact checker, Miss JD. And we also have...
Motor, yes. And we also have...
In-house.
Yeah, that would be you, good sir. The one in the box.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
In the box. This is your chance to shamelessly plug yourself.
Okay.
Who are you? Where are you from? Where do you come from? How you doing?
Hi, everyone. I'm Gary. I'm from New York. I'm an actor, voice actor, and I love hanging with Philly D, Mr. Gemini, and Mrs. JD.
Yay.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just plug yourself, but that was kind of cool. I mean,
yeah, that works.
Thanks, buddy. Nobody's done that before.
Because, if you think about it, if you think about just the science of it, what can be better?
I mean,
I can't really disagree with that.
He's not wrong.
No.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Without feeding my ego, though. It's really not about us.
You just stroked the beast over there.
It's about the conversation,
Jeez,
so it's the conversation that's gotten us through some of the that we've been through in life. So,
that is a truth fact.
We're just trying to bring it back because it's not all about, clickety clacking on your phone, and connecting to people digitally. It's about making this communication as close as we can to face, as possible.
Can we bring it back to these balls?
I don't know. I was getting lost.
I'm super curious about these now.
You want to know about them?
I do. So are they collectibles? Have you caught them? Did you buy them? Are they from a certain team or are they just
one has a story of its own?
Maybe ask them one question at a time.
There's eBay involved somewhere.
Yeah.
What? Let the man speak.
I have one game used ball from every major league team, all 30 of them. And I collect Mets stuff. I'm a big Mets fan, so I have a lot of Mets balls down there. I've met some Mets players, so I've gotten some balls signed by them, and different kind of balls I've found over the years and souvenir shops and all that stuff.
Every team.
That's a serious hobby, right?
Yeah.
I love baseball and I love the history. So during COVID, I was like, what my collection? So I was like, this is the perfect time to scour eBay and the internet and to find, a ball from every team. And I did it.
And I literally just took off my Red Sox sweatshirt before starting. I was like, I don't know who we're talking to. I don't know if I'm going to get crap for this.
No, I love all baseball. Red Sox have some great players. David Ortiz.
Poppy. Yeah. Well, not anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, Raiders.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. That's cool that you got one
Trying.
Maxwell.
From every team. That took some effort.
Yeah. A year after the pandemic, we went to Boston. Me and my family went to Boston. We saw the Red Sox versus the Yankees, and Aaron Judge hits a bomb out of the stadium.
Those are always good games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy when you go Red Sox versus Yankees because of the whole, like, yeah.
They'll boo the Pope.
And those are two savage, like, the fans are savage on both sides, so it can go anywhere.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. Both Mets and Yankees are in the same state, but Yankees, they boo Aaron Judge, but if somebody gets, 4 strikeouts on the Mets, they go, it's okay. We'll get him next time.
It's okay, buddy.
Yep, exactly.
I feel like I'm quoting Phil right now. He says that a lot.
What's that?
It's okay, buddy.
Oh, little buddy.
There you go.
So I feel like,
little buddy.
I feel like doing voiceover that there's got to be a lot of stories there. I wanted to jump into that. Like,
yeah.
All stories, no pleasure. Jesus.
It's all pleasure.
The man just talked about his balls. You want to hear about his voices? Jeez. What else do you want from the guy?
He wants me to do some Christopher Walken, and he wants me to say hi, pow.
I love it.
Kids, don't cup your balls on camera. Because once you do it, it's there forever.
Yes.
Facts.
Yep. Oh, that is beautiful.
We do love a good Christopher Walken. We are definitely, because we even had the idea of like Mystery Science Theater 3000, but with like a cyborg that was only like, had like tons and tons of voices, but always only did Christopher Walken because it was like the best, of course.
Drop for us.
It's a robot, right?
Well, kind of, but it's like AI cyborg in the future. It's the fact that it's like, I want to be Christopher Walken. And it says it's just all he is Christopher Walken. Like,
it has to be like a malfunctioning robot. And he says he's doing all these characters, but he's actually just doing Christopher Walken. Like he'll be like, I'm Raven Simone. And it'll be just it's the same voice just over and over.
Like, yeah, nope. I don't hear it. I'm not hearing it.
Yeah.
I saw this video and I think I shared it with the guys because they do a lot of impressions of different people. And since you pointed out Christopher Walken was a definite one that they enjoy, there's it was a reenactment of The Wizard of Oz, but it was with Jack Nicholson as Dorothy. It was Christopher Walken was, I think, the Scarecrow. Bobcat was the Cowardly Lion. And I can't think of who the other one was. It was a Tin Man. I don't know. Yeah, it'll come to me, but I'll have to share it like when we're on break, but it's funny.
Lloyd from Taxi. Wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah,
Christopher Lloyd from Taxi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Doc Brown. Like the hair all like,
oh, that guy, Marty.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah. It sure was funny.
So I have a Wizard of Oz question for you guys. Obviously, they're going down the yellow brick road. It's a long journey, right? They must have been running and skipping and singing for miles. Do you think when they finally got to the Emerald City, they had to pee?
I feel like I would have peed a few times along the way, especially with the flying monkeys. So there would have been like some inadvertent peeing.
You're not going to pee in the enchanted forest in the trees.
In the enchanted, is this your bush?
And the trees like try to grab you and shit.
The king of the forest. Do you just like
where do you?
Everybody keep walking. I'm just walking backwards for a minute. Don't worry, I got this.
Well, think about this. What do you think made the Scarecrow come alive?
I'm just saying.
Watching Dorothy pee in the cornfields.
Oh, you're so gross.
I don't remember that part.
Oh, my gosh. Dude.
I don't remember that part.
She's worse than us.
Was that the director's cut or something?
What's that? No, it was R. Kelly's cut.
that and the lion trying to pee and getting grabbed by the bushes.
Oh my God. Could you imagine if they were trying to pee in the dark forest and like the trees would like grab them and shit?
No, they ain't grabbing me. I'm gonna pee in their face. But like,
I just said that.
you know what I mean? Then they can't. They're like, oh my God, get away from me.
Just grab your shit. Just throw it in the tall grass.
I don't know, I'm just.
What if that was a deleted scene where the monkeys were circling around Dorothy and the monkeys started throwing shit at her?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if you know this, but I am like a huge Wizard of Oz like fanatic. And this is the best conversation ever I've ever had about the Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz is hands down probably the greatest movie ever made.
Dude, the whole fucking Eddie Murphy monkeys throwing the poop. Like, it's not funny. It's funny now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Like, I never thought about that.
The visual in my head was hilarious.
Like the witches like attack them and then they go out and they just throw shit at all the people.
I feel like this needs to be like a cartoon version.
Yeah. Well, we're going to make it a live action. You're going to be Dorothy, JD.
I have like multiple dogs, so I can just lend one of them for Toto.
Philly D's the Tin Man.
I mean, I've heard that about me.
Mr. Gemini is totally Toto.
I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but it's fucking funny.
And when he plays Toto, we have to give him a really bad costume. Not even a costume, just a fur coat.
Oh my God. Have you watched Wilfred?
Yes.
Okay, so what if he was like a Wilfred version of Toto?
I'm loving this movie.
I'm a mog. Planes down in Africa.
I'm on board for this.
I'm my own best friend. Yes. Oh my God. Dude, this is why I love you, bro.
Okay.
You get me, man. You get me.
Oh. See, I don't know what's going on here. It's making me uncomfortable. Don't do that.
I am no longer speaking to you, sir.
All right. It's going to be an interesting show. Thanks for tuning in.
So how are you guys doing?
So, JD, your favorite movie is Wizard of Oz?
Yes. I collect Wizard of Oz stuff, just like you collect baseballs.
I do. You collect Wizard of Oz?
It started with I collected one or two things, and then like everybody started, if they don't know what to give me, they'll just get me something Wizard of Oz, and it turned into like the greatest thing ever. I went to the Wizard of Oz land.
What's your...
It exists.
Wait a minute. We got to go back.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Isn't this fictional?
No. So there's a land that exists, ironically enough, in North Carolina.
Don't destroy her dreams.
And I've been there. So they hire, it's only open. It used to be open in the 70s a lot. So they redesigned this whole ski mountain, the back of a ski mountain, into the land. And then they hired Broadway actors and everything. But it like half burnt, then it was abandoned for like 30 years, and then the town like kind of fixed it up, reopened it, and then it's only open 3 days out of the year, and the tickets go in advance like 6 months before it's open.
They reopened it recently, didn't they? And within the last few years?
It's been open. Well, it's only open one weekend a year for years. It's been like that. As long as I've been in the South, it's been like that. So I tried for 3 years to get there. First year we get there, I get the tickets. Someone meets me from Massachusetts. I drive up from South Carolina, 9:00 at night. We're setting up everything. It's a bit windy. We don't think anything of it. Unbeknownst to us, it was like a hurricane, and everything was shut down for, it was no, it didn't touch down.
That would more make sense, you know.
But it didn't touch down because they canceled everything.
ADM, it's a twister.
Oh.
2 more attempts later, I finally got to go, but it's really cool.
ATM, it's Trump. Excuse me, Dorothy.
We are buying this land.
I love that you said, we took a car to the Wizard of Oz. How fast that movie would go. Dorothy just brought her van or her SUV.
Come on, guys, hop in.
Does it work that way? Huh?
Hey, man.
I thought you had to.
It'd be like this scene in Twister, like right before the storm comes, they just lift in, open up, everybody get in.
Is that
So
like you have to
what's
let
your favorite movie?
Uber a tornado or something? What?
Breakfast Club, hands down, every time. That's my go-to when I'm sick, when I'm happy, when I want to be happier or sadder, or I want to just Breakfast Club has always been like my go-to. It's my number one. It's my boo.
I can't pick just one.
Gemini.
I can never pick just one.
That's why
Bulletproof Monk is the one that gets the most views. I usually watch that at least once or twice a year. No. I've kind of fallen off that recently, but I just haven't been watching a lot of movies in general. Yeah. But I have been hooked on some of some of the newer stuff.
We've been more inquisitive lately,
but in general, I've really been more of like a YouTube freak.
You do Reservation Dogs has been like one of the few recent things that I'm just like, holy crap, that's really good.
I did watch. Well, what's on there is just the first.
It's only first two seasons.
First two seasons.
Yeah, season 3 is going to be recorded, I think, like this summer or something.
But it was pretty good though. Yeah. I liked it.
Trying to get us to go out there while they're recording so we can like hang out and shit. So,
what's your favorite movie?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, I feel like I got this call the other day from Ghostface. What's my favorite movie? Depends what genre you're talking about.
We talking Wu-Tang Ghostface or
just like
Scream.
I guess all-time go-to.
Oh, Ghost. Okay, still, but
Ghostface Killer.
I know, right? For real.
Yeah. What's your favorite scary movie? My go-to movie when I'm happy, when I'm sad, probably the original Ghostbusters.
Oh, I love that movie.
Nice.
I got that on my.
Yeah, first movie I ever saw in a theater as a 6.5-year-old child. Freaking Slimer, the size of an entire wall, scared the piss out of me, and I cried. Still love that.
Boss Level is becoming one of my new favorites.
Dude, Boss Level is pretty dope, man.
You like Boss Level?
Oh, Boss Level. I thought you said Spy Kids 3D. Game over.
Not particularly, but to each their own. I mean, kind of Power Rangers for me. I don't know if I could.
Fuck all that Voltron.
Voltron was where it was at. Yep.
That and Transformers
like that.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Not the Woody the Pooh movie.
If you're into like,
wait, what?
The new Woody the Pooh movie, Blood and Honey. Mr. Gemini, Blood and Honey.
We've stepped to an area of dark humor now.
What? What do you mean?
Head carefully in this realm.
Isn't this where we live? The Tree of Trust.
I don't know.
It's a safe space. You can.
Is it?
We all feel welcomed here.
Is it really?
Always.
I mean, because they could be cotton or
maybe something new I don't even know about. Like it's. Yeah, we like to just quote movies out of nowhere because we're 13-year-old boys trapped in men's bodies. Apparently,
you're giving yourself a lot of credit. I'm just saying. Me too.
JD, one day you should start quoting movies, but just like have the quote be a little bit off, just to throw them off. Be like, "Life is like a box of life is like a box of Cheetos.
Life is like a box of Cheetos."
You know what they say.
Yeah, he already does that.
Can't always just have one.
You know what Doc Brown says? Great scoop.
I do love Doc Brown, man.
It's gonna go be random now.
I love The Shining. Here's Jackie. Just have it be a little bit off.
I'm gonna use that one because my name begins with a J and it's short.
I mean, I can see that as like a bumper sticker or some shit, or a really good T-shirt. Yeah, we're in the middle of doing merch right now, finishing up our website and a bunch of other stuff. Like, it's awesome. Plus, we got some other cool stuff in the works. It's gonna be awesomer. I can't wait.
You guys should get the shirt that has the Millennium Falcon on it, and it says, "I love the Starship Enterprise." Spaceballs is a great movie.
It would certainly get people to talk to you.
Yes.
Spaceballs is number one.
I want to get like a t-shirt with the TARDIS on it and just right underneath it. It's not a phone booth.
I saw it as TARDIS and it said, "Oh, I love R2D2." R2D2 has to be my favorite Star Trek character.
There's probably some of our fans right now that are like peeing themselves, and then the other ones that are just like,
Having a conniption.
Pretty much.
It's something I would probably say like innocently, not realizing that I was mixing, and yeah.
Just people in their car pulling over. What do you say?
Yeah, dude, people do that shit all the time. It's just like
making phone calls like, oh, you don't know what I just heard.
Can you believe this, Larry? My goodness. Yeah, dude, just going off on shit. See, that's why we like having the fact checker, because if like one of us screws up, which is bound to happen often, it's good to have her to keep us, in check and always on point.
Well, we're trying to resurrect the ancient, it's deciphered as talking out of your ass.
Right.
I don't know if it was Sumerian. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a very ancient technique, and we're trying to bring that back.
I practice the art of fuck you. Mostly a lot of headbutting and kicking while you're down.
You should just have to do what's inside of you. And you just have to say from Casablanca, frankly, my dear, I don't give a shit.
See? He should start writing t-shirts for us. I don't know what's going on. What are we doing?
Seriously. And they wouldn't be copyright because they're all slightly off.
Like slightly off.
Already there. Yeah, it's not. We're not technically quoting. I mean, it's not.
No.
We're misquoting.
That's right.
Oh, we should have a section of just misquotes.
Yeah,
I think
he should just write stuff down and then be like, that's another t-shirt.
Yeah. or the composer Bach, and it says I'll be Bach.
That may already be out there. I'm not sure.
I believe that
that might already be there somewhere.
Yeah, probably got the play of sunglasses from like YouTube, like when you like just like power posing that shit. Yeah, no, unfortunately, I believe that one's taken. Damn it! That's what we like.
How about one with the tree and it says, "May the force be with you."
I like that.
Now that one's pretty good.
I like that.
And then on the back, it could say, "Save the whales."
But it's spelled with an H.
Yes. and it has to have a Z at the end to make it cool and hip.
Wait, you're Scottish.
Well, no, that would be without the H, not with the H, because with the H is actual like. Man.
Yeah, because I'm like writing Wales, and I'm like, it has an H.
Yeah, Wales, the country is without the H.
Without the H,
because they can't pronounce that shit anyway. So they're just like, fuck it, we're not going to use it. I will. See, they can't do it. It's American.
Without the H, sorry.
Yeah, but do save the whales? Dude, that's fucking hilarious now. That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny there.
That would be funny. That will be funny. It's going to happen.
Dude, she wrote it down. Telling
Being
you.
recorded.
Damn it, I forget. I always forget about that. Get off this shit!
We didn't used to record the green room. We started that within the last month or so. Well, visually recording, but audio recording.
I'm like, oh, she meant the video.
Yeah.
Video killed the radio star.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they say?
I got a face for radio.
No, you know what they say? You guys, I'm sure Philly D, you were thinking of the audience and you said, I'm going to make them an offer they just can't, say no to.
I think that one's more of a timing joke. Like that.
Would that work on it?
Do you do stand up? I feel like there could be like the stand up skit going here.
I do sit down. I don't want to stand up for too long.
It works better that way, And I can communicate with the whole world that way.
Yeah.
I'm more relaxed.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I'm not even wearing pants right now. So it's good.
Right, of course.
I like to take the load off my legs.
Right.
Sweat.
Right.
Just this casual.
It's like the mullet.
Business?
It's like business on top,
Yeah, it's got a drawstring. That's the when I wear them backwards.
So for a t-shirt,
Yeah, I love this shimmy.
yeah, I have to get ready to present my idea. It's Gandalf from Gandalf the Wizard, not Gandolfini. Gandalf in front of a bathroom, and it says, "You shall not piss."
I just got like Monty Python.
Yeah.
Okay. Instead of having a misquote section, it's going to be the Gary section.
I'm seeing a fortune here.
I am loving these.
Yeah.
Oh, for
I
like,
feel like we owe Gary royalties for all this, though.
Well, I mean, hey, I mean,
For each of these written down ideas.
We're all about spreading the love, man. If shit works out, like we don't mind giving people their cut. Like, what the fuck, bro? We're not the only ones making teamwork makes the dream work, brother. Hell yeah.
You know what Spider-Man says, with great power comes great spanking.
I mean, that is true. It does say that.
T-shirts.
Are we talking like a firm hand over the knee, or are we talking like...
We're talking whatever you want.
Yeah.
Left up for interpretation.
He gets down. He's not here to judge. He's here. He's a facilitator. This is my job. This is what I got to do.
I don't think
this
Stan
hurts
Lee,
me more than it hurts you.
I don't think Stan Lee had anything to do with that video.
Oh yeah,
I think that was the one that back in the day you used to actually have to walk through the curtained area to get through. With the
in the back room.
The back room,
the neon,
where all the
nudes, live nudes, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you like your nudes?
Well, I'd prefer mine live, but
I like mine shaken, not stirred.
Yeah. I could tell by that shimmy.
Yeah,
a little dance.
Do you ever wonder, like, how your grandma would send nudes back in her day?
I, in fact, have never had that thought.
Okay, now that you've brought this up, now that I have a viable answer to this, they would lay and have themselves painted,
and then travel by bird.
It took intent because you had to sit there for days, sometimes like hours or weeks, depending on the artist you picked.
Now you can just hit send. I don't know.
Speaking of which, just hitting send, Mr. Gemini, did you get my pictures?
Say what?
Speaking of just saying, did you get my pictures?
What is going on now?
They're behind the curtain in the back section.
Get it?
It's a joke. These are jokes. And these are people 66 times.
He's not a technological person, so his first thought was probably like, shit, I haven't checked my phone yet.
No, he was. He's like, wait, what's going on here? He's like, is he being serious? Yeah, his
I'm not going to even look at the phone right now.
I saw you. You were like this. To infinity and tomorrow. I would say.
He's got them all. I don't know.
Dude, I'm okay. I mean, again, this is being recorded.
It's true.
Hey, man, this is what happens when you or I get wound up, man. We get to see this is firsthand, bro. This is what you sound like.
Christopher Walken. I mean,
dude, you can walk in us all day long. We will only appreciate you more. Like, Walken is like our absolute favorite.
I created a word around that one, actually.
Yeah, Walkenize.
Like to put Walken-esque stuff into a movie, or to actually recreate a character around Walken, would be to Walkenize the whole theme of it.
Yeah.
So just imagining him playing the most outlandish role, just replace him, like superimpose.
Right. Yeah.
So we said Mystery Science Theater 3000 with him, and then just anything.
That would be good.
All right. Romeo and Juliet.
What are you visualizing?
He's got
I'm visualizing Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but all Walken. And he plays everything.
He plays
Everything.
say John Malkovich with Christopher Walken.
I was just thinking the dude.
Get out of my head. Yeah, dude.
Just thinking
That-
they could have made that same movie. It's like, you know, being Christopher Walken would be.
Walken. Oh, I'll have the Walken. Can I Walken with the Walken?
Or just like when you watch Willy Wonka, just all the Oompa Loompas are walking.
Oh my God, that's fucking scary.
Just you go in and it's just people bumping in. Ooh, come on, I'm trying to make candy. Pow.
But all of them.
Oh my God, what would he say? What would they say when the
It's like
guy, when the kid falls in and gets sucked up the chocolate thing? The
You
two.
look at the camera and go, oops. And that's it. He fell. I'll be damned if I went and catched him.
I tried to reach, but I was too short.
I tried to reach. Too short. Very short.
Zero arms.
The girl with the goose eggs.
She would go down. He would just say one word, bitch. Got what she deserved. Tune in next week.
This is true.
They should do Back to the Future and just have Walken play the DeLorean. Not any character. Yeah,
Like
not any character. Just play the car.
Dude, like Kid from Knight Rider? Is that what
That's
you're
where
saying?
my mind went.
No, not even the voice. Just play the car.
He's just Christopher Walken, like laying there.
Yeah,
Yeah, like he's just
Are
like,
you ready to go for a ride?
1.21 gigawatts.
Hold on, my doors.
That reminds
Come
me.
on.
Would you guys sit in a theater and watch The Wizard of Oz if every character was played by Danny DeVito?
Ooh. He's pretty talented character.
he's got a wide range of stuff that he could do. So
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
would.
The Tin Man, the dog.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have pegged him like Jim
He would
Carrey.
make it entertaining.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like he's talented and look like he could get away with it. Morgan Freeman could probably do that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think Morgan could do just about anything. But
Dude, I mean, Morgan could definitely do.
Have you ever seen the sci-fi version?
The sci-fi version of what?
Wizard of Oz.
No.
What? Is that wicked?
Yeah, it was done in like the 2000s. It was, I think, on the Discovery Channel. It was a mini series of 3 episodes, but it was called The Tin Man, and Zoe Deschanel plays Dorothy, and it's like reverse. It's like digital age, and she's like a great like ancestor of the original Dorothy, which they call her DG for Dorothy Gale.
I feel like.
okay, I don't.
It's a really good version.
That's her rap name.
And they call the original the Grey Gale. Could you
Yeah,
imagine?
yeah.
That's a good rap name too.
Yeah. It's a very contemporary show.
The Munchkins are like,
Off the gray.
No, that's
I like-
something I would watch. Danny DeVito coming out in a really big Dorothy wig with thousands and thousands of Danny DeVitos just coming out.
oh my God, could you imagine the Munchkin version of Danny DeVito?
Yes.
Yeah, Lollipop Guild.
Lollipimp Guild.
No, Lollipop Guild. That's what they are. That's the
That's what I heard the first time. I'm just.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lollipop?
I own black and white versions. I own silent versions, like before it was even the adaptation that we know, and all this crazy stuff I've collected. But I will watch any version of The Wizard of Oz. The dark version, Return to Oz.
Dark Side of Oz.
Yeah, when you time up the Pink Floyd to the
Dark Side of the Moon.
on Wii.
It's
Yeah.
right during like the opening. I think
Yeah, when you get the main, first crescendo or whatever, it's like
No, I think it's the lion roar.
Yeah.
There's a lion roar in the beginning.
Yeah, you get
Or the MGM or whatever.
Yeah, but you get a massive something or other. I forget what it is. It's been so long. Smoked a lot of weed. Well, that was past tense. I smoked.
I'm not judging. There's no judgment.
It was an ED. It was a while ago. Can't remember how long though.
What's today?
It's recording day. Yes.
It's your birthday today?
It's my birthday every day.
I don't know. What's today?
Go, shorty. It's your birthday.
The candy shop.
Those songs are from the Wizard of Oz Tin Man series.
No, they're from
Yes.
the Wizard of Oz by the Dan Band.
Right.
That's that's the group that was in Wedding Crashers. The Hangover.
Welcome to the candy shop is the prelude to the Lollipop Guild.
Right, of course.
That's funny. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so let me ask you this, bro. What got you into like wanting to do voices and stuff, man? Was this just something you always kind of did, or like? Because I mean, me and him, we're just jackasses, and we like making the voices because we like telling stories. And if you're gonna tell a story,
he likes making voices. He puts them in a cauldron and makes them.
Sometimes.
What got me into doing voiceover? It was back in high school. When I was in high school, it was like 2007. So YouTube was just becoming this huge thing. That was like the progression of YouTube. And when I went onto YouTube, I saw like Mel Blanc, who did all the Looney Tunes voices, Frank Caliendo, Rob Magnani, Fred Travalena, Rich Little, all these different impressionists. And then I said, you know what? I feel like I've been doing that forever. So let me just like actually focus on it. So I just started, I started copying them, and then I started just watching people and just finding something, to grab onto to make it fun.
Is that scene in the beginning of Mrs. Doubtfire?
Oh yeah, he does voices, and he does
the whole voices.
Yeah, Robin is my favorite. In 2007, a lot of people got autographs from Robin, but in 2007, I sent him a letter, how much I love Doubtfire and how I've been growing up with his movies, and he sent me back an autographed picture.
Oh.
And even though I'm sure he signed autographs for billions of people, that's like a few seconds of his time that he gave me from my hero. So
he's a goat for sure.
Oh,
and that's one of my pick-me-up movies. If I'm like, meh, it's either an Adam Sandler or Mrs. Doubtfire, 100%. Like,
you're watching Mork and Mindy, so like,
oh yeah,
in the beginning of his career, and he was fire from day one.
Dude, his movies in the 80s, I mean, the TV shows, everything, his stand-up comedy, all of it.
Oh my God, his stand-up. Oh,
yeah, I remember getting my first MP3 player and this had to have been in like 2002, 2003. And I downloaded Robin Williams Live on Broadway. I was like 12 years old. I couldn't understand half of the jokes because I was 12, but I would just consistently listen to it. And I was like, this guy he's fantastic. One of the first movies I saw was Flubber. I was like 30 years old or something.
I still have my iPod Nano from 2003.
I feel like that was us with Carlin.
It's in my car. I use it on my drives.
Carlin was a genius, not just like comedy wise. Just he would talk about a lot of smart things.
Yeah, he's more of a philosopher with his comedy,
for sure.
Yeah, they definitely made you think with their comedy.
Yeah,
and they pushed the envelope in a good way.
Oh, for sure. I want to ask you guys, do you think anything is off limits for a comedian? With this whole cancel culture thing?
I think cancel culture needs to be canceled. I feel like there's a level of freedom to speech, and there's also a freedom to not react. And I feel like there's been a lot more reaction than just enjoyment and detachment of the actual words and understanding that you're there for entertainment. Whether you agree or disagree, it's entertainment.
Yeah.
and people should not take things so personally when it's not meant personally. But I think the 70s and the 80s through the early 90s was the best era for, actually, I take that back. No, I agree. It's between the 60s to the 90s is the best era for comedy, because they like could say whatever they wanted. It was less filtered. It was more enjoyable. Like, you weren't always worried about getting sued or who's going to be recording this and who's going to be, I might lose my career tomorrow over a joke I said that it did well in Cincinnati, but it didn't bode well in Miami,
Yeah. And that's the thing. Context, guys, context is everything. You could take anything out of context and it could sound bad. Like if Dave Chappelle goes on stage and says something and somebody records it and puts it online, he's canceled tomorrow. And people make him out to be this horrible person, but people don't understand that it was in the middle of this thing and it was a joke and people are laughing at it, and it's all about context, right?
And delivery too.
Yeah.
I think all of the cancel culture stuff, I think it's made it really difficult to be a comedian in this new, world that we're in, because there's so many restrictions on, like how far do you push that line? And really, like, even before that, there was always this, you had to be adept at reading the room that you're in, So a joke that works in one area wouldn't necessarily work in another. And they could be across the street from each other. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to learn how to read the room. And I think all of these new restrictions, I think, make that even more difficult, because the purpose of comedy, it starts from a painful situation usually, but it's you have to learn how to walk that line, because that's where the funny is. So it's like somebody just moved the line, and not by a little bit. So I think it's really unfair in a lot of ways. I mean, not just culturally, but all these things that we need to work out as a society, they all get dumped on the floor when a great comedy act is being performed. And it lets people laugh at things that are painful because they experience them personally, or painful because they experience them through someone else. And it's like, for that moment, it's okay to laugh. And it's laughter is healing. I mean, to me, that's why I've always held people like Robin Williams in such esteem, because he lived for that. Like, for him, it wasn't even necessarily about the money. It was a way of life for him.
Yeah.
Like, being able to give off that energy, and even if there's only 3 people in the audience, kill it every time you go out, because it's better than any psychiatric treatment you can get.
Well, you got to.
You know what I mean? Like, laughter is medicine. And I said my piece. I'm done.
That means he's chiming back in about a minute. Give him a second. Hold on.
No, please.
As long as you're being intelligent and respectful, I think nothing should be off limits. Because to me, comedy is just another conversation in a sense, but you're attempting to make light of something, which, again, as long as you're being an intelligent and respectful individual about stuff, then I think everything should be allowed to be discussed or made fun of or, spoken about, or, everything should be on the table always. I mean, I think that's the great thing about having the ability to use words and emotions and to have opinions and the ability to accept one another. That's why, this is what we do here is we're about the conversation. We're about the respect, the appreciation, and not to say that we have to agree on anything, but at least we can hear one another. We can let each other grow and feel validated, and we can all be together as a family in that. And it's like that's more important than any one single opinion. But at the same time, every single opinion is what matters, because it's all those little things that build to it. So yeah, I mean, anything and everything should always be discussable.
Yeah. I think it's the comedian's job to find the line and to cross it and to talk about things we aren't comfortable with.
Right.
And like, if we're talking and all of a sudden I say, Hey, this is Joe Biden. I just want to make sure you guys are getting vaccinated. It's just someone being, silly. Like, I'm not talking about like what he's doing in the Ukraine or it's just, that's why I loved Robin is he wasn't attacking people. He was just having fun with people. He was having fun with everyone, every ethnicity.
And that was allowed back then too.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Knowing where that, and then on its best day, comedy is still a moving target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Being able to track your audience and find out what's funny. I mean, you can't just have written material. You have to be fluid when you get on the stage. And how you do that is just by, it's this magical experience you have when you understand and know your audience just from the first. And like, that's got to be so hard from the first couple minutes. Like, you don't have much time at all. I mean, especially when, what Larry was talking about, like you might have 15 minutes because it's an open mic night. That's how you get your start. So how do you judge your audience?
3 minutes on an open mic.
3 minutes. Then it's even, you have seconds to understand your audience, which hopefully you've been watching the whole time to try and understand what it is that, but anyway, it's a moving target.
And I think people get offended when they can't separate themselves from the joke. So,
right.
Like, it's almost like, I guess a good example would be when something happens and someone's like, too soon. Because it's like, you could touch on something that you don't know that someone's dealing with, and only one out of like 50 people would get offended. It's because they're actually dealing with that situation, because they can't step back and take themselves out of it and appreciate the joke for what it is. They're taking offense because their mind is perpetuating the story that they already have, dealing with that, whatever is being said.
So Philly, that means no George Washington jokes. It's too soon.
I do love a good George Washington.
But that's the funny thing. It's like there's no knowing where that line is with people. I mean, there's people that are still offended by JFK jokes. Like, dude, don't mess with JFK, but.
See, that's why I'm like, it depends on if it's being intelligent or respectful. I mean, you can be like, dick and fart jokes, but with
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Yeah.
Right? To me, that's a dick joke because we're talking about sex and stuff. But if you're doing it correctly and with respect, it's like, it's just funny. Yeah. I mean, dude, that's why I'm like, when people are like, oh, what should I call you? I'm like, call me whatever you want. Just be respectful in your tone. Like, I don't give a shit. Just don't be a douche. It's that easy with me,
If you're in Jamaica, don't call him buddy.
Buddy?
Yeah.
I'm not your buddy.
Buddy. It means genitalia.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that.
Yeah. Because I was like, why did you have to tell me that? Now I just want to walk up to him and be like, hey, buddy.
Like Fanny.
Yeah.
Like Pauly Shore style.
Out of my head.
Fanny in the UK is not Fanny.
Oh, yeah. No, it is not.
Fannie Mae is just hilarious over in the UK.
Oh, yeah. I used to work mortgages. We got a good laugh.
Right?
Fannie Mae. We had to stop a conference and be like, what is so funny? Every time we say Fannie Mae, it's a loan like corporation. She's like, it means vagina. We're like, oh, this just made this day get so much better.
Talking about your folks.
Then every time they said Fannie Mae, they would like prelude it with some type of like inappropriate.
Well, you know what they say? Hey, you, don't pay attention to the man behind the Cadillac.
Writing all these down, right?
It's like Robin Williams and Cadillac Man. Tim Robbins.
Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Wow, it's been a long time.
Yeah, Shawshank's a great movie.
Dude, I love Shawshank.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. Sure, for sure. I mean, dude, Morgan Freeman. I love Morgan Freeman. Tim Robbins. I mean, both of them. I enjoy both of them on many levels. Pretty much everything they've ever been in, I like. So, I mean, the two of them together is just that they were a really good duo. They did well together on screen.
Morgan Freeman doesn't have a bad movie.
I mean, I don't know. He himself does great in everything.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you're allowed to have a couple.
Oh, for sure. Everyone has a bad movie.
So I just watched, I haven't finished, but I just watched, there's a movie with him and Tommy Lee Jones. Morgan Freeman is a mob accountant that flipped and is now living in Arizona running a golf course. Tommy Lee Jones is like retired federal agent. Morgan Freeman gets seen on a commercial by one of the people back east. They realize he's still alive. And so now there's a hit out on him. And it's like him and Tommy Lee Jones as like philanderers, basically, because they're just like old dudes hitting on all the chicks in the area because it's a retirement community golf spot. And it's like,
oh, I know this movie.
I'm trying to figure out which one it is.
It's relatively new. I mean, if you just put in Tommy Lee Jones, Morgan Freeman, golf course, it should pop up.
Comeback Trail?
I don't think so. It doesn't sound right.
No.
Just
kidding.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, just getting started.
I think so. What's the cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Show me the cover.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a good movie.
Nah.
It's not. So yeah, I not yeah, that's it. No, wait.
You just see sunglasses.
I don't think that's damn it. I don't think that's that does look like a good picture, but I don't know.
All the greats are allowed one or two really terrible.
Yeah, but this is like recent, so you know what I mean? Like real recent.
Like Denzel, I know, had one. I have a copy.
Dude, nothing bad by Denzel. You shut your mouth when you talk to me.
It's not his fault. It's bad. His acting was great, but the movie was horrible.
Everyone has bad movies.
Like, it's not their fault. It just, and you never know when you're making it.
You never know what's going to stick. You never know in the process that you're saying, this is going to be, so beloved and make billions of dollars at the box office. You never know.
Oh yeah, no, this was like a straight to DVD movie. Yeah, and you're right. It is just getting started.
Okay, because I was going to say the only other one I could think of is Going in Style.
That one was a good one.
You showed me. I was like, wait a minute. That's why I was like, hold on, Yeah, that was the same picture I popped at the same time. So
Las Vegas was good too.
Yeah,
like when he looks like he's going to jump out the window, and then he just goes, ugh, and then it's like a 2-inch drop for his feet. Like that's me climbing out of my window.
Yeah,
I'm going for it. Punk. All right, I'm out of here.
Try this again.
Oh my god, yeah, that is a pretty good scene. But yeah, no, that's other than that movie, everything I've ever seen Morgan Freeman in is amazing. Yeah, this was like a made for Hallmark, Lifetime, straight to DVD. Dude, it was, I don't know. Maybe it was like the Buddy movie or something. It's like, hey, buddy, I got a film I want you to do. I don't know.
By Buddy, what do you mean?
I can go back to 50 Cent songs if you'd like. My buddy.
Is Magic Mike about a magician?
Yes.
Yeah.
You'll be amazed as where he's pulling things from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because my grandma said she loves magic and she wanted to watch Magic Mike, so I just figured.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Grandma. Go get that.
Yep, go watch it. HD.
Wants to see his magic wand. That's all.
Yeah, if you
Here's my
can't get
3D
in
glasses.
with 3D, put them glasses on, Grandma. You'll love it.
Have fun. You'll enjoy it.
Grandma, we know you're in the home. We got you Magic Mike. What?
It walks in Grandma's voice.
Yeah.
Nick Swardson, could you imagine?
Dude, oh my God, I love me some Nick Swardson.
Yeah.
Wasn't it? I think it was.
What are you thinking of?
Was it Bench Warmers where he was like the agoraphobe that was like pale white, and every time the sunlight came on him, he was like, ah!
Yeah. And everything. At the beginning of the movie, he gives you the the jug and it's just pee.
Yeah. And then the Girl Scout cookies. He's like taking all my cookies. I'm like yelling at him.
I swear he was in an episode of Supernatural too. I know you don't watch that, but
No, I do not.
I know you don't.
I only watch quality programming.
Fuck you, man.
No.
Like Supernatural.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids.
He doesn't even know me. He's picking on me. What's going on?
I know your library. Spy Kids 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
When did 4 come out?
Wait, how many are there? What?
No, there are 4, but I hear they're going to reboot it.
They're going to reboot.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
Jackie Chan's coming in on that one.
And as a collective group, we couldn't be happier.
Oh my God. Dude, this has been a solid one. What? I mean, hey, dude, this is how we rock. I mean, you know, this is how we loosen everybody up. We get nice and comfortable. So
Yep. I'm very loose.
Keep it seated.
I'm having thoughts of its puppets right now.
I'm
Like
just saying,
seriously,
I'm telling you.
there's some application there.
Yeah, I'll apply it.
What's going on?
Oh, and a medium pace.
Cocoa butter?
Oh, you see the song on the door? It's just like, I don't know. Yeah, no,
We have to get into that. We have to get into that.
We
But maybe
I
not
mean,
now, but
I don't know. Maybe
after the break.
Christopher Walken instead of Morgan Freeman.
I mean,
maybe.
I have no problem.
Throws a bit of a twist to it, and he's still like, I don't know what these guys are talking about. It's okay. You don't. It's.
We'll explain.
I'm just having the vision of watching Wizard of Oz, and Christopher Walken is playing the tornado. Yes, he's playing the tornado.
Sitting around.
Yeah,
I think that is great.
Culture Club. I spin you right around.
Did you picture him singing Baby Shark?
He's actually a dancer. Like he's a
Yeah.
well trained. He's
Really?
he knows that.
West Side Story when he was younger.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Fatboy Slim's video when he's like that's him legit dancing.
Oh yeah.
He already knew how to do that. They're just like, hey, Christopher, what? You know how to dance? Would you mind dancing for it? Oh, I would love it. He was all over that shit.
I forgot about that video.
Like Gary's
Oh
walking.
my
Well,
gosh.
He's practiced longer than I have.
Bringing back the MTV BJ scene.
So yeah, sometimes I'll walk around my house and I'll just like by accident just Walken will come out. I'll open the fridge and go, ooh, oh my, where's my cereal? Oh, I'm walking.
I love it.
Just randomly.
Yeah.
Do you live with other people or do you live alone?
Yeah. And then sometimes like, well, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, come on, settle down. and then I look at them and I say, you know, guys, I'm so glad we're here together. As Dorothy Gale once said, there's no place like Kentucky. Because I believe she said that.
I heard it was Oklahoma, but he might be right.
Same thing.
Well, you know, whisper down the Wayne. You know,
Whisper down the Wayne.
Yeah, whisper down the Wayne. These are only 3.9s or some shit too.
Got no excuse.
I got all the excuses. I'm just not.
There's no place like your domicile.
There's no place like Rome.
I thought Canadians were nice.
You thought I said what?
Chicken cordon bleu. He's
Can you blow me where the Pampers is?
No,
no. Sorry.
It's time to go now, Mac. I'm sniffly.
What? Can you show me where the campus is? Oh yeah. I'm sorry.
That one he gets right. Yeah, PCU. He's quoting PCU now.
Oh, it is that time.
Mac. It's time to go now.
This
Mac.
is a lovely green room. Thank you so much for joining us, Gary.
Yeah, shameless plug if you want, bro.
Yeah,
Go ahead and.
You can find me on IMDb. You could search my name, and you can find me there on IMDb. Yep. Right
All
there.
things Gary.
All things me. Just go there, search my name, and you'll find me.
Nice. Well, we will put that in the appropriate places and allow people to find that stuff.
Yeah.
I have one last question for all of you.
Oh, geez.
One last question to kind of put the button on things.
He's going to make us think this time.
Why is Waldo hiding?
Ooh.
He's not. He's in plain sight. You just have to go looking for him.
It's a really, I never thought.
Yeah, he's not. If you know, he's never really hiding. He's always.
What if he's just living his life and the book is of his stalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Maybe that's what it is. It's like Big Brother's just like, oh, where's Waldo? Here he is. It's just like making you think Waldo's a bad guy.
Isn't that like in plain sight? Because like I mean, if I was trying to hide, I wouldn't be wearing like a bright striped shirt and hat.
Yeah, I wouldn't look like a fucking Dr. Seuss character with a scarf around.
But what's going on? Why? What's going on behind the
With
bushes?
Harry Potter glasses.
Yeah.
They're just asking, where is he? It's like, where's Thumbkin? Here I am.
Oh, Harry Potter has his glasses. What the hell just happened?
What?
Did you say Blumpkin?
Where's Thumbkin?
Where is Thumbkin? Where is Thumbkin?
That's a whole
Here
different
I
thing.
am. Here I am.
So when
how
we
are
come-
you today, sir? Very well, thank you. Run away. It's Frere Jacques.
Yeah, run away from the Walken.
Oh,
You have the Blumpkin. No, not the Blumpkin. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yep.
If you don't know, I'm not telling you.
all right. It's definitely time for a break now.
It is. We need to take a break, and then we will come back and do. I'm telling you. All right.
All right.
Hey now.
All right.
All right.
Today's episode has been brought to you by the letters A and F
Actually, I was going to say WTF.
because we're cool AF.
Today,
Anyway.
today our pronouns are ye and haw.
That is appropriate.
Very.
That is correct. Oh yeah, we got it. We have to wrap this up.
We have to go now.
Wrap it up, E. I am Ron Burgundy. Damn it, who changed the prompter? Yeah, no, we gotta go, buddy.
So yeah, definitely check out us.
Yeah.
And look at us up and down. Check us out.
Go look at that body. Go look at that body. He works out.
Check us out on I'm Telling You, coming up next.
And nobody
Just
knows
hit
what
the
that
button.
means. It's provocative and it makes people think.
That's what happens. This is Mr. Gemini.
Philly D.
Clickety clack a fact check of Miss JD.
Gary Masai.
Okay.
Yep.
Gary.
Gary. It's our Gary.
Meow.
Weird science. No, we'll
We'll
talk.
get back.
Yeah, but FFam, as always, we appreciate you. Be good to yourself. Be good to everything else.
Much love.
Peace.
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 Hi.